Well, good morning, folks, and welcome back to the farm. What is this stuff? Yeah, we had a hell of a wind here yesterday, and yesterday afternoon, evening-ish, the weather started to cool off a little bit. It never really got that cool. It was like +3 out, but it was probably -15 with the wind chill. Anyways, it dropped some snow on us. And just a skiff, just a precursor, just a taste of what's about to come, because I think Sunday we actually got like a 6-inch weather warning, 6 inches of snow, not 6 inches or anything else. Rain would be cool, but because the ground wasn't frozen, like the frost was coming out all over the place. But anyways, it is what it is. We're gonna get a whole pile of snow. I'm gonna go fetch a pail of grain here. Well, I'm not gonna go fetch a pail of grain. The grain bin's right here. I'm gonna fetch a pail of grain from here and go over there and bring the ewes up into the lambing pen, just have a look at everybody and see how much silage they got left. I'm gonna go run over to the brother-in-law's tomorrow, I think, with the trailer and get another couple of bales. And today's a big day. Today's birthday party day. Charlotte turned 5 the other day. Actually, you know what? Ranger, get out of here. I do need to run over there quick because the dog just pulled this out of the doghouse. So we may have had our first lamb, and it's obviously lambed out in the field, premature. So I gotta go make a run. Never mind the grain. Shut the door, run across the yard. Holy man, this is unexpected. So we are the 24th of February today. Our first due isn't supposed to be due until 15th of March. But sometimes fences fail, accidents happen. And I'm not sure who or what or where. But we have a mother somewhere. Unless it's from the neighbors. The neighbors have sheep too. But yeah, unexpected. Also a real piss off is that the dog had it in the doghouse. And that's not cool. I can't have that. You stay out there. Come on in, ladies. Let's see who's got a bloody back end here. Oh yeah? Look at that. We got a live one. Whew. Well, that's a win. I mean, it's not a win in terms of we have a loss, but hey, we still got one that's alive. How you doing there, little lammy lamb? You're way too early. We don't even know who you belong to. Well, I guess now I know that lamb is alive, which is good. I'll go get that pail of grain. We'll stretch everybody into here and then into the barn. And I'll put mama and baby in the barn for now. And get them, make sure everybody's warm and in good shape. Dang, I'm glad I come out here because, like I say, I wouldn't have even thought that was a thing for at least 2 more weeks before I started getting up in the middle of the night. And I just come out here early to collect eggs because we got this birthday party today. And I think that's even Duchess that lambed, which is Charlotte's ewe. So it's a shame that she lost the lamb, but it's also really cool that she got a lamb. But if I hadn't come out here to do morning chores because we got this birthday party, both lambs may have died. So, I mean, you take the Lord's grace for what it is. Now, my barn is not prepped at all for this. Not ready, because like I said, I got 2 to 3 weeks away. So I don't have my pens put together. I still have a tractor parked in there. And so this could be a bit of a rodeo, but I think we'll do all right. And that's a real piss off about this lamb too. A little boy lamb, unfortunately too. And yeah, I don't know the circumstances. I don't know if it was stillborn or how the goddamn dog got in there and got it. The dog can't even get into that field. So it must have jumped the fence. Or the lamb come through onto this side of the fence, which is possible. The lamb could squeak through. It'd be small enough. Yeah, typically we want to shoot for that March. The weather has been so mild, we wanted to shoot for March. So last year we planned March with no issues at all. But Sunday we're going to get this 6 inches of snow, and then the weather's going to turn to -20, and then gradually warm up over the course of the week. By the following weekend, I think it's going to be -4 again, so quite pleasant. But we are going to have a couple of days of miserable stuff, and I really don't want to have to be lambing in -20. This is my old Massey tractor that I just parked in the barn over the winter. Of course, it's not ready to come out. I think it's probably got a dead battery and a flat tire, and it's far too cold to start. So I'm just going to leave it there. We'll fetch the girls in here. I got my bucket of grain, and then we'll try and split off that ewe and her lamb here. Okay, I got mama and baby in the barn in a little pen, and unfortunately I found one more lamb out behind the barn, dead. So she had triplets, lost 2, kept 1. So if it was triplets, we'd have to take 1 off anyways, just because she wouldn't have enough milk for 3. But it is sad to have lost 2. But looks like 1 good, healthy, strong boy. Now, if the math serves me right, so the ram that we're using right, I don't know where he's at in here somewhere, but oh yeah, he's right here. This fella, not the first one, but the second one. That fella right there with the white face. We didn't get him in time for this to even be possible. But we did have one other ram that, Todd actually, that was renowned for jumping the fence. And he did have one short foray across the fence before we sent him to auction. And obviously that's what the results are. So I mean, it's I'm glad we caught the one. I'm sad that we lost 2, but for Charlotte, I'm glad that she gets a lamb. At least it's cool that it's the first lamb of the year. And I guess now I'm gonna have to start bringing the ladies and everybody in the evenings, and they can just overnight in here where it's warmer. Who'd have thought? February 24th. Wow. Now, in terms of how shitty I feel as a farmer for those 2 lambs passing, they are both still warm and flexible. Rigor mortis hasn't set in. So they were born early this morning, like probably not that long ago. And one was actually in behind the molasses lick tank there. So it is possible that either got hypothermia and died right away, or was trampled by another sheep. I'm not sure the circumstances, but it's not like it was out here, crow-pecked or frozen stiff and solid or anything like that. That's not the case. So I don't feel like I was neglectful by any means, but nevertheless, it's still a loss. Still sucks. And I mean, we do farm for the revenue side of it, not just for the feelings. And so there's, the better part of $500 just gone down the road. But anyways, I got some grain left in the bucket here. I'm going to give some of that to the mama sheep here, get her energized, and go fetch up a pail of water so she has something to drink. So I would be interested to know, because I'm a little unnerved, to be honest, I'd be interested to know how many wild oats that ram sowed before his departure, and how many early births we can expect before March 15th. Wouldn't that be a thing if a large portion of our flock lambed before the first possible due date with the ram that we kept? Man, that would be something, I tell you. Although genetically, it could be a win, right? You get one last kind of lamb crop off of the ram that went down the road, and then any daughters that come out of that, you could technically breed to the ram that we got last year. So it could be a little bit of a win, I guess. Think of it, if you try to find a silver lining somewhere in there. Okay, so I'm back in the barn here now. I bedded them down with a nice deep layer of straw, so everybody will be nice and toasty warm. Fresh water, bucket of grain, good helping of nice green, high quality second cut hay for Mama Bear. And I think they'll be in good shape here. So I'm gonna go in now, fetch up a bit of breakfast for myself and the family, and then we'll come back out with the girls and introduce them to the first lamb of the year. I'm not going to tell the girls. I'm not going to tell the girls about the two lambs that passed away. I'm going to give them all the excitement and save them the heartache. But I'll just, that's the burden of farming, I guess. You just keep that for yourself and save the kids the drama. Maybe when they get a little bit older. They're only 5 and 2, so they don't really have a good understanding. I mean, they probably have a better understanding than lots of town kids about that, but I don't need to traumatize them unnecessarily. So I'll go fetch up some pancakes here and bring everybody out. So I'll let you go for now. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.